Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to do a video today. I was tagged by Sperrin Outdoors to do an 8-question, 5-tag video. Okay, brother, it's on. I accepted your tag and I'll do it. And if you guys haven't checked him out yet, go check him out, Sperrin Outdoors. He's a good guy. He takes you a lot of different places. Some of the places he goes is just absolutely beautiful. Others is just absolutely cool. I mean, you'll really like his channel. Go check him out, especially if you like to travel around a little bit. Okay, question number 1 was my most memorable camp. Okay, here's Gus camping in back in these days. I was unfamiliar with the state of Wyoming, and we was going out there hunting, and we'd have to hire guides till we became familiar with the areas and things like that. But the one year we hired a guide, and it was pretty obvious it was getting ready to snow. And this guy, for some reason, I'm not going to say no names, just because I'm not like that, but this guy was a complete moron. He decides that we're going to camp at the base of this mountain, which I recommended against, and but he was pretty insistent that we was camping there, so we did. We packed in the canvas tents, the whole 9 yards, 7 miles off the road. Okay, well, that snowstorm came that night, and it blew down off them mountains, and it just completely covered everything. And when you get out of that tent, it was chest deep. The snow was. How that canvas tent held up, I have no clue, but it did. We was pushing snow off the roof from the inside most of the night. It was just miserable. Before all that hit, I was able to find, I had seen a couple of little saplings, several actually, when we were setting this camp up. And with that snow being like that, I was able to, for some reason, remember about the proximity of where these was. And I was able to get those out. And I had enough cordage in my pack and we'd had to steal some other cordage off the camp, but was able to make some emergency snowshoes, and we was able to hike back the 7 miles to the road, which if you've ever been in situations like that, it could be 10 foot deep here and 2 foot deep over here. But moral of the story, snowshoes held up. We got out of there. Had we not had those kind of skills in our mental banks, we'd have been in bad shape. This guy, if it would have been completely up to him, we'd have probably died out there. I mean, I'd hate to see what would have really happened out there. That was crazy. And then I got another one. Is a couple years ago, I had my kids out, and we was doing a primitive camp, taking nothing with us, very little, and we go up in our woods there, and I just sat back and watched them, and they were still young yet. I think Sarah was like 10, Coda was 12, something like that, and I just sat back and watched these kids, and man, they have some skills. I never helped them. I never gave them advice. I just let them do their thing, and I was really impressed by them, and just the skill set that they had. Man, they gathered their own food. They did everything, and all I did was just sat back and watched, and that was really great, and I'll never forget that as long as I live. Okay. Do I prefer a solo or a social camp? Both, actually. Sometimes I like to go solo just to clear my head. Other times, I'm a pretty sociable kind of guy, so I like to hang out in the crowd and talk and just hang out with friends, family, or people I don't even know. I mean, I've had a lot of good times around a campfire with people, and yeah. So I'm going to go 50-50 split, but I'm going to lean more towards the social side just because I'm that kind of guy. What's my favorite knife? Okay, well, I don't really have a preference, but yeah, I guess I do. Gerber Prodigy. Not the Coyote, but the regular Gerber Prodigy. I was a Gerber Strong Arm fan. It's a little big and kind of bulky, and for the small tasks, it's kind of rough to work with. So when they came out with this Prodigy, I went after that one. Not really like that knife, man. I have put that through, I don't even know how much abuse, but I've abused that knife, and it still is. You can't tell it's ever been used. I mean, what an edge that thing will keep. An edge, you can baton with it, you can chop with it. There's so much I've done with this knife, and it'll throw excellent sparks off a ferro rod. It's just a good knife. So yeah, I do got a favorite, and that's the one, unless somebody can steer me otherwise, that's the one I'm probably going to continue to keep getting. Okay, where did I learn my bushcraft skills? Lifetime of knowledge here. I grew up with, I was fortunate enough that my family had a lot of leadership, a lot of good teachers, and learned some wild edibles and how to fish and how to hunt and things like that from, just growing up around the family I had. And then from there it progressed into a lot of self-teaching on the hunting, tracking, to the level I'm at now with self. And just a lot of different skills I've been taught by a lot of different people over the years. And I have read mass books, and I have watched, quite a few YouTube videos on things, and that just a wealth of knowledge I've gained from every angle. And I've always took it in since a little bitty kid. I've always took it in, like, okay, I can do this. I've got this. I know how to do this. I can figure this out. I was just that kind of kid growing up. It just always fascinated me, native skills and primitive techniques and things like that. I was just always fascinated by it. I don't know why, but I got my great grandmother on each side, or my great great grandmother, I should say. Both of them was native women. One was a Cherokee and one was a Choctaw, and they kind of passed those skills down to their kids, and that's how I ended up with some of those skills. And I think that's what caused me to be fascinated the most by that stuff growing up as a child. Okay, what is my favorite fire starting method? It all depends now. If I'm in a need to, have to situation, I like a Zippo or I like a ferro rod. Ferro rod's great because it can be pouring rain, you can swim through the river, whatever you got to do, but that thing's still going to throw a spark and it don't matter. But if I'm not in a have to situation, I like to push myself, and sometimes most of the times I try to do primitive technique first. I like to push myself with like hand drills, bow drills. My favorite of those is the pump drill, hands down. That's my favorite. But yeah, I'd have to, if I had to pick one out of my complete favorites, I would say the pump drill. Okay. What is my most piece of essential kit? All right. Most people I've seen in this tag say my mind, and that's true. Yeah, your mind's very important to you. But if I have to pick one item out of my personal items that I would consider my most piece of essential kit, I'm gonna go with my knife. With that, there's just, that just it speeds up the process because now I don't have to take time to make a knife. I've already got that ready to go. I'm underway with cordage, shelters, whatever I need if I got my knife. Okay. Do I keep a bug out bag in my vehicle? Yes, I do. I'm a big believer in anything can happen. I like to be prepared for whatever life may throw at me. I go a lot of different places we do as a family, and I like to keep bags in there for, it could be something happen at home and you can't get there or anything like that. I do keep a bug out bag in my vehicle, and if you go back through my videos, just this past year, me and Dakota just grabbed our bags out of the trunk, took off for the woods for a winter camp, winter survival bug out camp, and them was not pre-planned. We just sat around, and I was like, let's go do this, and that's exactly what we did. And so yeah, I do keep one in my car. I keep a bigger one in my house, and the only reason I do keep a bug out bag is because if anything was to ever happen, where I'm at, we're not going to have the FEMA ride or nothing like that. So where I'm at, I keep one because I keep one, my wife keeps one, my kids keep one. We all have a bag with our own individual needs in it and our own individual stuff. We got shelter halves in our bags. We can put them together. We got 2 tents doing that, things like that, waterproofing. I keep those just in case if something ever happens and I have to leave my home. I'm not going to suffer through it. I'm not going to put my family out in a blizzard or in the rain or nothing like that without some kind of protection. I don't want them to be hungry. I got protection in my bag. I have everything I need to roll up out of my house and be completely 100% able to do this in comfort, not struggle through it. And that's the key component to survival if put in a bug out situation. Is I'm going to successfully do this and not be miserable the whole time, you need some kind of comforts. And if it's a spur of the moment, say it's a middle of the night thing, and I can grab my bag and go, okay, well, that keeps me from having to fumble around in the middle of the woods at night trying to set something up. Because where I'm at, if I have to bug out of here, I have no choice, but we are in the woods. Okay. With that being said, I keep bug out bags. I'm a firm believer of them. Okay. What do I prefer, alcohol, gas, or wood? Oh boy, I'm a wood fan. Yeah, if it's stove wise, I'm still gonna go wood. I'm a nut about wood. I love burning wood. I love the smell of it. I love everything about it. And I use charcoal to brush my teeth. I love wood, so I'm gonna go with wood. Excuse me. All right. Now that I have answered those questions, I'm going to tag 5 people. 5 people I'm going to tag in this is Riverbend Longbows. I'd like to hear his opinion on this. Vinny's Day Off, another good supporter. Got good content. Buddy Bot, go check him out. He's always the thumbs up guy. Good guy. I like these are some I follow pretty close. And Vanessa, Wild Woman Bushcraft. I'm curious to see what she has to say. Last is Fowler's Makery and Mischief. That dude cracks me up, man. Go check him out. I'm gonna try to put a link in this, but we're out again. We got my phone again. Figured I had a few minutes to do this little video here. So that's my tags, guys. And do them when you get time. I know how things are, and I do appreciate each and every one of my subscribers and supporters of my channel. I'm just having a blast with this, man. I hope I'm bringing useful knowledge to you guys and stuff. But you know, this 8 question 5 tag from Sperrin Outdoors. Hey, more than welcome to do these. I'm more than glad. Go check everybody out. Let me know what you think. But if you like our videos, like, share, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Mickey Wilson Bushcraft and Survival. And until the next one, that's it for this one. I don't know why this thing won't shut off. But let's see, everybody. Bear with me here. This thing's wanting to give me fits.